we have arrived. We are in Waltham, Massachusetts. And you know, it's been cool at night and it's been warm during the day, but I think finally the weather broke. It is the first day of spring. And if you look around your garden or anywhere, you can see the trees just on the crest open, or a little bit of those little bulbs. They're just above ground, about this much. Well, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a unique show, and I hope you enjoy, because this has got a lot of color. Let's go and get in there, and let's see if we can learn something. Enjoy. Wow, this is so exciting. Well, let's go inside. We are in the Waltham Florist on Lexington Street in Waltham, and they have so much color here. Let's go in and see if we can get our hands green on this first day of spring. Come on in, everybody, and let's enjoy, and let's actually see what they got going on in here. So I'm with my new friend here, Jimmy, from Waltham Florist. This is amazing. You've got hydrangeas, you've got all kinds of flowers here, roses that just came out. And you must have had a heck of a Valentine's Day. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to come and visit your business here in Waltham. Jimmy, how the heck did you get into this business?
It fell right into my laps. Funny story, an ex-girlfriend of mine used to help out here. And when I came to visit her, bring her lunch one day, the owner asked me if I could do a delivery for him. And I said, sure, why not? And then that's how it happened. It just stumbled on my laps.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you remember what the lunch was?
I don't. That's a very good question. I don't remember what the lunch was.
Do you give flowers every year to the new woman in your life?
I do. Multiple times a year.
So I walk around here, and I don't know if you know, have people been ringing on the phone saying, hey, it's the first day of spring. Yeah. Is it helping at all? Did you know that today is the first day of spring?
Of course, yeah. It's a big thing. We posted it on social media. And we've been talking about it for maybe 2 weeks now, just to get people excited about, the new weather coming, the new flowers. Because spring is like my favorite season. You get tulips, hyacinths, all those type of hydrangeas, all kind of garden flowers. And so this is my favorite type of season.
So you obviously, we can't get these in the garden right now, but if you go in the garden, and people have gardens and everywhere, you can make a nice, beautiful arrangement for different pots of seasonable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can make, for this particular one here, the hydrangea, you can mix up and make a nice, beautiful display in a vase, in a container.
Yeah.
Wrap it all up for a gift. Now, one thing you touched a real kind of good nerve was, you got a big thing coming up here. We got weddings and proms here.
Yeah.
And is that really kind of soft, or
no,
you got to please a lot of people?
Oh yeah, especially for the Waltham High, we do over 200 orders every year. So that's for the senior prom. Then we got junior proms always first. So yeah, we do big business when it comes to that.
So how do you incorporate all of that? Like, are people looking for certain flowers to match their dresses, to match their wedding dresses, the tuxedos? I know I've been to a couple of weddings, and Christine has right beside me, and we have to have the matching. What do they call them?
Boutonnieres.
Boutonnieres, and then
wrist corsage.
And what do the women get?
Bouquets.
Okay, I knew that. I just wanted to test you. Okay, so you have some really unique things here, and I hope you don't mind that we talk about it, because one of the things when I first met you, was I saw these, and I know they're artificial, but they're really unique. Can I take one of these down?
Yeah, anyone you
I'll
want.
probably, if you break it, you own it.
Yeah.
But can you tell me, what exactly is this?
So this is just synthetic flowers in a foam thing, and then you just literally just hot glue them all to make the shape. It's already a pre-shape, and then you just add all of the little roses to create the bear.
Now, look at this. This is something that's really kind of huggable.
Yeah, for sure. We sell a lot of them. It was a very big seller for Valentine's Day, so it's very popular for Valentine's and Mother's Day.
So that's one of the subjects that I wanted to talk to you about. You have people, let's put this in nice so it looks like it's perfect here, is that you have people that come in right into the door. And sometimes there's sadness when they come into the door.
Oh yeah.
And how do you make arrangements for funerals
etc. I know it's a tough situation, but people looking for their loved ones, that a special certain color or a flower they like. How does that work in you incorporating that theme?
So for us, it's really just about doing a beautiful tribute for that person. And for me, it's the biggest honor you can have in the flower business is taking care of somebody when their loved one has passed away, because they're trusting you to do an amazing job for that last, display for them. So for me, it's the biggest, like, thank you. I just look forward to those the most, because I really want to make sure I make the family proud and, give them the proper tribute and send off, you know what I mean? So for me, it's a big deal.
Now, you're looking for smell? Are you looking for color? Are you looking for shape? Or
Yeah.
what is it that you're trying to bring out in the background that you see there with the pictures?
So for me, I always like to make sure everything coordinates as far as colors. It could be different flowers, but when you go, you don't. For me, I like it when all the colors kind of cohesively go together, kind of like artwork, versus having like purple here, yellow there, red, and just all kind of discombobulated. So for me, I like to just make a nice, beautiful spread where all the colors match. It can be different flowers, you have all different seasonal flowers, but I love to just make everything coordinate together.
And with that, you have to have really passion doing this. And by talking to you now, it seems like you have quite a bit of passion, because on the footnote, there's a lot of happiness. There's love. There's people that come in. And you were telling me you do weddings.
Of course, yeah, that's a big part of our business. So we only take 2 events/weddings per weekend, just because I love to focus, and I got to make sure I do a bang-up job. I have to make sure everything comes out beautiful. So I only do 2 weddings per weekend, and we're pretty booked up. So it's something that I really strive to do and make sure that it comes out. I'm a perfectionist, and I want to make sure all my brides and grooms, that they love what we do for them. And so it's something that I'm really passionate about.
Because it's their day,
Exactly.
and you need to make sure that those flowers are symbols
Of course.
throughout the whole ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. They're
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, there's in the church area, if they're having it in a church,
Altar, yeah.
they've got them all lined up nicely. They've got them in nice vases, pots. Nowadays, they're doing a lot of outdoor
Oh, yeah.
themed
Yeah.
weddings. And, is the bride really that touchy as far as being finicky on their flowers nowadays, or is it better? Is it about the same?
No, it's better. I think that they've like realized that they're dealing with a seasonal product, and that kind of knowledge is very out there. So my brides, to be honest, a lot of them are amazing. They just know that we are gonna do our best job. So they just trust us, and they say, hey, this is the color palette, this is the design style we like. Do your thing. So a lot of them, they just make my life easier, and in return, I want to make sure that I wow them, because they trusted me to just do an amazing job for their weddings. That's a big day. So I have a really amazing clientele.
And people obviously bring in their families, their mothers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dads and all that. Do they have any input as far as the wedding party, or on picking out flowers, etc.? Or
It's a case by case. Mainly, it's usually her, the bride, and maybe the maid of honor. They'll usually do it together. Sometimes the moms are involved too, which is kind of cute, and they'll have their opinions. But generally, it's just usually the bride and the maid of honor usually come to do it together.
so what color and what kind of flowers? I got to hear it from the best right here. Is the theme this year for weddings?
So right now it's like soft pastel colors. A lot of like ranunculus is very popular. Roses, David Austin roses, orchids. And calla lilies.
Now see, Dave and Austin, you can actually plant in your yard, and they're a really unique
Oh yeah.
rose.
Oh yeah.
And they come in all kinds of
Oh,
shapes
yeah,
and
yeah,
sizes.
yeah.
And actually some of them really smell good.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, they're known for their fragrance too. Yeah.
So, are you a gardener? Do you have a nice, good little garden, or are you just too busy right here?
No, I'm busy here, but my dad is an amazing gardener. Anything I need, he can do. So he does. He loves to do vegetables, fruits, and all that kind of stuff. He doesn't do a lot in plants, but he does have a couple hydrangea plants. He also has a couple tulip plants. But his main passion is like fruits and vegetables.
So your dad might be one day walking through the door and have you a nice BLT salad or even a cheeseburger.
Oh yeah.
They could bring in, and we can keep that rotation going.
Oh yeah.
So, Jimmy, I want to know more about the plants and how you get them and where do you get them from? Because you were telling me you get them in the market and they come from all over the world.
Yeah.
A little bit of background behind that, because these colors, and you even have some pots there, you know, where do they all come from? I mean, look at the sunflower in just tailing at the end of winter right now.
Yeah. So depending on the flower, everything comes different. So a lot of, like right now during the springtime, we get a lot of stuff right here in Massachusetts. But a lot of times out of season, we have to fly things in, whether it's from, you'd be surprised, but even like Canada, Colombia, Ecuador, we have exporters all over the world. Sometimes they come from California, sometimes they come from Miami. But yeah, it depends on the time, the flower, and the season, depending on where we're getting the flowers from, and the plants too.
That's true, because just because we're in New England doesn't mean that it's changing all over the world. And those flowers are ready. You can bring them in and enjoy the color within a pot or a vase or even this. And you have potted plants here for almost, I call them forever plants over here. And those are what, for a gift that you people will call in, say I need to, it's my my mom's birthday today. Can you send out? What's the what other anniversaries that coming up? What other things do you cater? We got Big Easter coming.
Yeah.
What other things do you cater to that's coming up throughout the whole summer? I mean, we got the weddings.
Yeah, we got Easter, Mother's Day, and then here in Waltham, there's it's called Admin Week, and that's a week where all the administration get flowers. So it used to be called Secretary's Week.
Oh yeah.
So now it's called Professional Admin Week, but yeah, so they'll send a lot of stuff to admin. It's like it's common to like send 10 or 12 different items to just one business on that week. So that's a big business for us. Then obviously we have prom, graduations. So this is when things are happening at a flower shop. We have everything going on.
So this is really kind of cool, and I'm saying this to you personally, Jimmy. You're in your crew. You're sending everywhere, in every holiday, a lot of cheer, but a lot of love out there. People like, when you get something and it's got flowers, remember the old saying, and I don't know if it's still, say it with flowers?
Oh, yeah.
You should say it with love.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I love what I do. That's what I love, seeing the smiles. And I tell people all the time, my favorite part of this is doing deliveries, because I love to see that smile.
So wait a second. You're not only in here, but you get out there. I bet you sneak a slice of pizza on the way, I bet you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you go out there and you actually meet and greet the people that you're making or you're selling to in person?
Oh, yeah, all the time. That's
really?
Actually my favorite part. I just love bringing smiles to people. So for me, that's actually my favorite part of the business.
So I want to know more. I want to go over there and look at some of your arrangements. Can you show us?
Yeah, come on. Hey, Jimmy, those are for the customers.
Oh, my bags.
So this is heavy. These are really, really nice. Jimmy, this has got some unique type of roses and a carnation. And what is this one called?
Alstroemeria.
And that is eucalyptus, right?
Yeah, you know your flowers.
And that's salvia?
Yeah.
It actually smells nice. Now something like this now, and it's actually chilled to perfection here. Where would this, or how could this get delivered, and what would the occasion be for?
So something like this can be for a birthday, a maternity, a thinking of you, which is very popular, or for us guys, sometimes we're in the doghouse. This would be perfect for that.
Oh, wow. Have I been in the doghouse lately? Christine?
Yeah, she said yes.
And we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
So look at it. Here's another one. Now look at this. This
is a garden delight.
That's actually almost everything in the garden right now.
Yeah.
This should be called spring.
Yeah.
Spring in Waltham.
Yeah.
So if I'm correct, because I want to show off.
Yeah.
You got pussy willows.
Wow, you do.
You got peonies.
Yeah.
You got some hyacinths.
Woo.
You got a little
what
bit
about
of
this guy?
That's a tulip.
Just making sure.
You can be an amateur in gardening. You might know what this. Now, is that a peonies or is that a rose?
That's a rose. And what about this white guy? You should know that one.
I don't know.
That's freesia.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yep.
And then this is, I think, is that what is
No,
it?
Dusty Miller.
Dusty Miller. Okay.
Yep.
Well, look at that. So, how could this?
This is perfect for like an office, or if the person. Yeah, smell that.
No, that's amazing. And when the hyacinth, well, you had to check your own thing. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, every time
So-
it's something different.
So that hyacinth, once that starts splurging
Oh, yeah.
and opening up, I think everybody's going to start passing this around the office.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They're all going to have it on there. It's like a mini air freshener.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
And it's made out of real flowers.
I know. It's a natural, you know, something for the scent. So it's perfect for the office. You know, like we do a lot of standing orders. So that's
Well,
something.
I'm going to tell you, we were talking about being in the doggy house. This is really good because this is already put together
Yeah.
by you and your staff. And look at this. This has got like summer delight / spring.
yeah.
Look at this. And the thing is, you'll dress this up in a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
bow,
Yeah. of
and they
course.
can pick out the color.
Yeah.
And look at, like I always say, look at the color on the actual wrapping to it. It just kind of,
Matches.
this is saying, look at, presentation is everything. Now look at that. So if you present it, and I'm not giving them to you, but look at the presentation. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
smooth.
It's like you just won a big prize.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And you do it all here.
Yep. Yeah. Waltham's Florist.
These are miniaturized, and it has your own Waltham Florist slogan. Tell me a little bit about this, because it comes with your own cover. Also, they're like almost little
Gifts.
bags.
Yeah.
Well, gifts. What is it? And you created this.
So yeah, this I didn't create the actual thing, but this is our own branded Forever Rose. So this is a rose that they freeze dry, and it lasts 1 to 3 years. It's super popular right now.
This was a real rose,
Yeah.
and it got freeze dried.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what occasion would you use this for? It's almost like a little purse. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
this is something that we sell all year round. It's for any occasion, and just because anniversary, birthday, obviously Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. It's year-round type of item.
You just had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
You want to give it
Oh,
up to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You get a little balloon.
Yeah.
So you have all these balloons.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about birthday. Geez, my birthday's in July. I can hardly wait. But people
21?
like the, yes, close.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, not close enough to relax yet. But you got all these little, and I'm going to use the word novelties, but you got, what's this say? What does this say? Over,
My first baby. Oh, no, I hired nurses.
now what is that?
So there's Nurses Day, which is coming up in May. It's usually around, or that's Nurses Week too. So these are popular, and we add them into the arrangements. It's a nice little add-on. So just to show love to the people that take care of us when we're in need.
Wow, I didn't even know that holiday even existed.
Yep.
Yikes. And then the teddy bears always flow all the way through.
Yes, they do.
And you have, and like I was saying earlier over here, you have, it had a heartbeat, that's why I kept coming out.
Yeah.
So look at this. This, am I correct? It's a money tree.
It is, yeah.
Now look at this, this just keeps growing and growing. You put it on
Look
the
at
deck.
the one next to you.
No.
The big one right there. That's a big money tree.
I was just thinking big money.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking big money right here. Little money, big money, you decide.
Yeah, you decide.
Wow. And look at this, we just got over it. I don't see any fall leaves, but look at this,
Yeah.
the shamrock.
Yeah.
You see them all over the yard. This is unique, this is unbelievable, and it's even flowering right now, so early.
Yeah.
You've got shamrocks, and this one's not called shamrock, but it's called,
Oxtails.
exactly, and that one there, it's kind of unique, and you can grow those in your garden too.
Yep.
They give you like a little bit of color, but it's like almost like an offset of a neutral. Oh, you got to show me more.
All right.
Jimmy, look at this. Tell me the story behind this, because is this knitting or crocheting or what?
Yeah,
'Cause-
crocheting. So yeah, they get made, and then we package them up. And sometimes we'll just break them down, and we'll put them in with the arrangements too, so that they will have a novelty item that they can keep forever.
So, you have a girl that makes these here?
Yep.
How long does it take her to make one of these? These are like little alive dolls, sunflowers.
Now they are. I'm not sure exactly. Each one is a little bit different, but I don't know the timing. But she doesn't quit, so and she has a bunch. So she just does them on her off time. and she brings them in and we put them together.
These are like a forever plant, and you know something, I do not think I would have the patience for this. Wow, this is really cool. Wow. Oh, smiley face.
Yeah.
You can make a little puppet out of it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the things I love is Mona Lisa. The fragrance and the smell is so intoxicating. You can use this for cut flowers, but you can also grow them in your garden. These are a nice plant. So, like I keep saying, and with Jim, I don't know where when he went to break, but look at this. It's the first day of spring. I want to incorporate this tulip with my new friend Sue. Thank you, Sue, for making these beautiful flowers in this beautiful vase. Can you tell me a little bit about, and can you incorporate that in there?
Let's add that tulip to the arrangement. This is the perfect spring arrangement. It has daffodils, tulips, we have stalks, snapdragons, peonies, and beautiful orchids. Very nice and colorful.
Now, Sue, you incorporated this in a nice vase that's open, and look at the leaf that gives you texture down here.
Yeah, we like to put the leaf in the vase so that way you don't see the stems of the flowers. So it's very nice and classy.
Wow.
Don't you like it?
So now, well, yeah, this looks really good. But the way that it brings out you, and if I'm saying the word right, three-dimensional. It looks to you, it talks to you. You have all these illusion going around, hyacinths and everything, and also the ambiance, if that's the right word, of smell.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so unbelievable, and that's mainly from the peonies, right?
Yeah, the stalk smell is really strong too. Have a very nice fragrance. So we got like 4 of those here, so that helps with the fragrance. It's really
And the
good.
daffodils definitely say spring
Oh,
with
wow.
the tulips. And if you look, like I say, in three-dimensional, look at this. I mean, Sue, this is amazing. Can you tell me how long have you been doing these and creating? Because we saw some amazing
Thank you.
vases.
I've been doing this for 17 years now, and usually something like this, it takes about 10 minutes.
Wow.
So it's, as long as you have that in your mind, like you know what you know, the color palettes, or if the customer asks you, like, oh, can you do something spring? So then you picture that in your head, and then you just go in the cooler and boom, boom, boom. And it's there.
So Sue, this is amazing. Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for showing me what you do for presentation for people out there. Now, I don't want to get you mad, but you know something? I'm a garden guy, and I think I can take a lot of plants in the garden, and I could create something probably a little bit better than this. So, what do you think? I think I can.
I think it's time for you to get out of here.